Welcome, science fiction fans. I may be still kind of new around that guy with the glasses, but I've actually been doing these videos for over 2 years now, and I think I've come a long way. What you're about to see is my very first episode, originally released around November of 2009. If this is your first time watching That Sci-Fi Guy, you might want to choose a different episode. The quality in this prototype is, well, let's just say, dated. But I think the content is still worth sharing. And seeing as this was my very first episode, we've also put together a commentary which you can view below. Well, thanks for watching and hope you enjoy. Welcome, science fiction fans, to the first episode of That Sci-Fi Guy. Being that this is the first episode, I thought an introduction was in order. Don't worry, I'll try to keep it brief. I am a science fiction fan. Always have been. Guess I never really grew out of that whole outer space is cool thing you go through as a kid. It probably also helps that these are my parents. Star Trek was always around my house when I was growing up, although I was more of a Star Wars kid. Oh god, not that Star Wars kid. But that does bring me on topic. For my first episode, I thought I'd start off with a bang and review something really ambitious. The Star Wars Holiday Special. What's the Star Wars Holiday Special? I'd like to hand that one off to my good friend Dr. Wiki. Dr. Wiki?
The Star Wars Holiday Special was a 2-hour television special, commercials included, set in the Star Wars galaxy. It was the first official Star Wars spin-off produced and was directed by Steve Binder.
Steve Binder. What else has he done?
Hey, paisanos!
Oh, you're kidding, right?
It was broadcast in its entirety in the United States on Friday, November 17th, 1978 on CBS TV at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay, first I want to apologize for the quality of the source material in this first episode. There aren't many copies of this circulating, and that's because this special only aired one time. That's right, once. It's that bad. George Lucas even denied its existence for many years, and you know what? I think he was right for doing so. It begins with the Millennium Falcon being attacked by stock footage. Chewbacca is trying to get home to see his family for something called Life Day.
That's the spirit. You'll be celebrating Life Day before you know it.
You might immediately notice the production value isn't anywhere close to the movies that it's based on. Instead, you're treated with this daytime soap opera look.
Stand by. Here's where we say goodbye to our unpleasant friends.
Quality.
Star Wars Holiday Special.
Come on, that's not even close! This intro looks like the opening to a cheesy 70s variety show. I'll bet it even has Tim Conway.
With special guest star, Harvey Korman.
Oh, geez, that's really off to a bad start. Oh, who's Harvey Korman? Dr. Wiki?
Harvey Herschel Korman was an American comedic actor who performed in television and movie productions
beginning in 1960. He's best remembered for his performances on the sketch comedy series The Carol Burnett Show.
Wait. Why did your voice just change?
That part was wrong. I changed it.
Of course. Here in this obvious matte painting is the home of Chewbacca and his lovely family. His wife, Mala, his son, Lumpy, and his dad, Itchy. Okay, stop. Where did they get these names? I mean, really, they sound like STD symptoms. I mean, have you met my Aunt Clap and my Uncle Burns when I pee? I would be able to tell you more, but there are no subtitles. I guess you're supposed to figure out what's going on based on body language and pointing, but this is honestly just irritating. It's like watching Galaxy Quest with the alien language option. Who okayed this? I mean, really? What TV executive allowed this on the air? I mean, at some point during the writing process, it had to be okayed. At some point during the filming and editing process, it also had to be okayed. Before it went on the air, it had to be watched and okayed. But did nobody think that subtitles would be a good idea? Anyway, moving on. Hey, it's that chessboard thing from the movie. I wonder if they're gonna show us more of that neat... What the hell is this? Space Surf du Soleil? I mean, I just don't get it. Okay, that was pointless. Moving on. After giving him more chores to do, Mala calls Luke to see if he's heard from Han or Chewie. Check out that super secret transmitter behind not one, but 2 sliding doors. Ho-ho, they'll never find that.
Yeah, we'll bring him to the screen.
Oh my god, is that more Hamill? His face looks like plastic. Did the makeup artist go batshit crazy?
Boy.
Look out, Luke! The smoke is escaping! You know that thing runs on smoke? Back on the main plotline, Mala calls up some old man played by Art Carney, best known as Jackie Gleason's sidekick.
You might say she did it by hand. Solo. Understand, don't you?
That code is so simple that a child should be able to figure it out. But not Lieutenant Pornstash here.
I want the rebels located and identified, if it means searching every household in the system.
Good thing you can't see Vader's lips moving, otherwise they wouldn't have been able to use that stock footage. Back to Wookiees playing house. So here's our first segment with Mr. Harvey Korman playing Chef Gormanda in some sort of space parody of Julia Child.
Hello. Today we are going to be preparing Bantha Surprise.
Bantha Surprise?
Hearty,
Can
nourishing
you even
dish.
get Bantha this far from
You
Tatooine?
just slice into bite-sized morsels.
Slice, not hack.
Guess what we're ready for now? The cooking. Stir, whip, 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 stir. Whip, whip, stir. Step 3. We also have to beat. Stir, whip, whip, stir, beat. One for the pot. Coming along.
Oh, it was a bad decision to review this. Mala obviously gets frustrated with this program and turns it off. I agree. Quick, time for more stock footage from the movie.
This is one life they won't soon forget.
Really, is it just me, or is Harrison Ford the only one actually acting in this thing?
We're gonna have to run back and operate the aft gun manually.
I'll bet he left this one off his resume.
Why do I always think that taking you home for life day is gonna be easy?
Meanwhile, at the home of Chewbacca, after the Empire declares martial law, Art Carney decides to drop by for a visit.
I brought you that proton pack.
Proton pack? Like in Ghostbusters?
You know, for the whatchamacallit, the thingamabob.
Thingamabob. Yeah, is that a technical term?
The mind evaporator, that's it, the mind evaporator.
Mind evaporator. Okay, that's either some kind of torture device or space drug machine.
One of those, it's kind of hard to explain. It's a, wow. You know what I mean?
No, what?
Happy
Well, he
life
seems
day.
excited. I wonder what this is gonna be.
Oh, yes. Oh, we are excited. I am your fantasy. I am your experience. So experience me.
Wookiee porn?
So experience. I am your
This is
pleasure.
for kids, right?
We can have a good time, can't we?
And why does this look like the ad for a 900 number that you see on late night TV? A song, This Is Your Fetish? You, sir, are quite bizarre, Iggy. So after that mind-scoring sequence, Leia is doing her taxes, and 3PO is doing something.
Happy Life Day.
She says it may be a happy life day for you, but personally, she's seen happier ones.
I don't want to type the channels. So could you do me a favor and send either Chewbacca or Han Solo to the screen, please?
You can understand Chewie, but you can't understand Mala? They speak a different dialect of Wookiee?
Mala, are you alone?
No, she says she is not alone. She's with a friend.
Could he come to the screen, please?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Look, I know I can count on you to take care of my friends until their leader returns.
Even though I just met you and have no idea who you are, old man, I trust you.
Look, I can see you're in good hands, Mala. I'll contact you again soon.
What's that I smell? Going to be some of those famous Wookiee-ookies?
Was the dialogue in this movie made up by third graders? So Han and Chewbacca lose their pursuers and make it to...
Happy life day, pal.
Yavin 4?
It's only a model.
Lumpy recognizes the sound of the Falcon and gets very excited. They run to the door and find... Stormtroopers! The stormtroopers, well, storm into their house and begin looking for rebel activity.
Where is the other Wookiee male?
Search the dwelling.
Oh, good thing he doesn't look behind that other door. Oh, he doesn't look behind that other door. Well, stormtroopers can't shoot. Who would expect them to think? This is like a Stooges act. But there's only one Stooge, and he's trying to get his VCR to stop blinking 12 o'clock. And it's just not funny.
Will you get on with it?
Okay, okay.
And what does this box have in it? Do I really even have to comment on that? Okay, now it's a pink lightsaber dildo. Oh yes, that's much better. I wonder if they had any idea what this was actually going to look like once it was done. I mean, I know their name is Jefferson Starship, but...
All right. Finish the search of the residence.
They tell the old man to go home.
Okay, I'm leaving.
Lumpy sits down to watch some TV. Okay, so this next part is the only tolerable part of the special. A cartoon in the style of what later became droids.
It makes things invisible, I think. Yes, even you.
As I said earlier, before the new movies came out, they denied this special even existed. However, in the episode 2 bonus features, they said that this cartoon was the first appearance of Boba Fett, thus making it the first official acknowledgement of the Star Wars Holiday Special. At least that I know of. It begins with a fuzzy image of Chewie, and Han in the background hung upside down, when Dr. Robotnik tells them that the Falcon is on a collision course with them. So of course Luke takes the droids on a rescue mission in a Y-Wing, one of my personal favorites. I really don't think the Y-Wing gets enough spotlight. But I'm not going to go too much farther into this segment, as it is about the only part possibly worth watching. Look it up online if you're interested. The stormtroopers by this point have made it to Lumpy's bedroom. Garr, look how sinister we are. We'd come into your house and mess up your stuff. What was the point of that? I mean, did they think they were going to find someone in there? You know, it's really boring to watch someone not find things. People complain when someone in a movie finds something they're looking for immediately. But this is why. It's boring.
Go clean up your room.
How evil are we? Next we'll make you take out the trash. Ah! Suddenly, Lumpy remembers something to make him excited. No, not that kind of excited. Pervs. We already watched the Wookiee porn.
I love to make a Wookiee happy.
Well, apparently it's some assembly required, so Lumpy sits down to watch the directions.
Selecting our brand of miniature.
Oh, good God, more Harvey Korman, because he can't play just one character. So he proceeds to give a fair amount of obviously way too difficult steps for Lumpy. That was, what is this? Max Headroom's defective
Remember. Talking to myself. Every one of the 10,000 terminals on your...
The following live broadcast is recommended by the Imperial Council in the belief...
Oh man, this must be important.
It is required viewing for all members of the Imperial forces.
Oh, this must be really important.
Time now for Life on Tatooine.
What the hell is this? This is the mandatory announcement?
Brought to viewers everywhere in
Is this some kind of PSA about how my life could be if I lived on Tatooine?
This transmission is unrehearsed and unedited, and is hereby begun without further comment as to its lack of moral value.
Or its lack of purpose. That's right, unedited and unrehearsed. You'll probably notice immediately the lack of charm the Cantina had in episode 4. Big things like the lighting, the camera position, what the hell? Is that a giant rat? Ah, whatever. But also things like the number of frames they hold on each alien. Steven Spielberg and his editor on Jaws determined there was a set number of frames the shark could be on screen before it was fake. And there's definitely a science to that, but here they clearly failed. And you know another thing, the Cantina Band really only knows one song, don't they? People come to this bar repeatedly, despite the band playing that same tune over and over again. It would drive me crazy. The scene continues when we meet the bartender. B. Arthur? The bartender is B. Arthur?
Beatrice, or B. Arthur, was an American actress, comedian, and world champion.
Shut up, Dr. Wiki. God, I know who the Golden Girls are. Well, at least Harvey Korman isn't in this one. Oh, Jesus.
Hello, Acme.
Well, at least it can't get any worse.
We are placing a curfew on the entire...
When the Empire orders a curfew, B tries to get everyone to leave.
The Empire has closed us down.
But nobody will
The
listen.
party is over.
Typical.
Right.
Oh my God, she was old even back then.
We'll have one more round. Just one more round.
Oh God, it just got worse.
Then homeward bound.
A song?
Friend.
Really?
Don't
Another one?
me in your dreams.
Wait, acrobats, Harvey Korman in drag, and now B. Arthur singing cabaret? This is a cheesy 70s variety show. Whatever.
The nights get short.
Well, I guess that's one way to clear the place out. I'd like to point out that this is where most people turn off this abomination. Even myself, upon the first time viewing it, when someone brought home the VHS bootleg from a convention.
Good night, but not goodbye.
No. Good night. Goodbye.
The Star Wars Holiday Special will continue in a moment.
Okay, for you, I press on.
Return to base.
Message received and obeyed.
The Imperials leave, but order one man to stay behind. All of a sudden,
here.
they hear something coming from upstairs. What could it be? Somehow Lumpy actually got that thing working. No matter, the stormtrooper will fix that. Oh no, Lumpy, better run somewhere safe. Haha, Chewbacca to the rescue. Or not. But wait, there's Han! Get him, Han! Wait, back that up. Are you really telling me he just head-faked him off the banister to his death?
It's okay, everybody. He's gone.
And the day's saved!
You're like family to me.
Why do birds suddenly appear?
What's with this tender moment between Han and Mala?
You are
There's something else going on here? Han leaves, has retreated to another few minutes of subtitleless Wookiee talk. Woohoo! Mark Carney shows back up just in time to answer the general alert from the Empire inquiring about the non-responding stormtrooper that the good guys just murdered.
Trooper B4711 was here with 3 other men.
Art
They left
explains
and he
as
remained.
soon as the trooper was left with
Soon
the
as they had
family that he
gone,
robbed them blind and took
packed a lot
off.
of
Isn't lying about homicide a good lesson for the kids?
Have a wonderful celebration. And may the Force be with you.
Oh, it wouldn't have been Star Wars without that line now, would it? So finally we get to see this Life Day celebration. Although I say finally, if it's half as bad as anything else so far, God help us. I'll bet it's another freaking song. So the family gets their things. Are they wearing Snuggies? What the hell is going on here? Well, at least it's over. Hey, hey! No, that was clearly the ending. Damn it. Oh man, that is a lot of Wookiees moaning. No, not that kind of moaning. We already saw the Wookiee porn.
I love to make a Wookiee happy.
Yes, R2.
Great, now we get a speech about Life Day from
It
the
is indeed
droid.
true that at times like this,
Yeah, that makes
and I
sense.
wish that we were more...
And the rest of the cast is around the corner, just waiting to pop out. Wait, I thought Han just left, and Luke and Leia were on different planets.
Glad I could be here.
Oh well. If I start questioning it now, this whole thing is just total ridiculousness.
I hope that this day will always be a day of joy in which we can reconfirm our dedication and our courage, and more than anything else, our love for one another. This is the promise of the Tree of Life.
She sure seems to know a whole lot about Wookiee rituals. Carrie, what are you doing? Another song? Really? At last, the real ending, with hero shots and clips of the movie. You know, this whole thing was just pointless. It had nothing to do with the series as a whole.
Truly remarkable toys and games.
Oh, and it wouldn't be complete without a shameless toy promotion, now would it?
Goodness. Or collect our
Now we
wonderful
see the
Star Wars
real reason
companions
this special
with
was
Kenner
made.
Star Wars action figures.
Hey, no. This thing already ended like twice. You even went to a toy commercial. Enough with the fake endings already. Fuck! What is this? Are they holding a seance? Are they summoning the end of the movie? God, I really hope so. Oh, thank God. You know, I used to think that Lucas had to give his approval for this monstrosity, but now I realize that this is probably why he holds the series so close to him. I mean, the first time he lets someone run with it, this is what they turned out. I would probably have a death grip on it after this, too. This is by far the low point of the series, even when compared to some of the other installments. Wait a second. Completely ridiculous, even when compared to the rest of the films. No bearing on the plot as a whole. Came right out of nowhere, and it was never mentioned again. I just realized what this is.
Big-lipped alligator moment!
That's right. This is one great big-lipped alligator moment to the Star Wars film franchise. Anyway, I hope this has been educational, or at least amusing. I'd like to thank my good friends that watched this with me.
We're not friends anymore.
Until next time, may the Force be with you.
My favorite Wookiees today. Why all the long hairy faces?